Hey everybody, Richter Knives here, your favorite knife tuber. Episode number 150, and we got a new Jack Wolf knife for you. It's a fixed blade. Woo, let's get right into it. Before we do that, I need a drink of the Lord's drink. Man, spicy. That's good stuff. You ready? Let's do it. First, let's look at the packaging. You'll notice this is a little different. Normally they come in tubes, like little tin tubes, but this one right here, when I first seen it, the packaging, I thought to myself, that looks like a book or a VHS case. It's neither, but it is pretty sweet. Here's the front of it. Artwork by Sean Tiffany, and it's got that sweet looking wolf howling. It's the Jack Wolf Knives presents Midnight Fixed EDC. And also it says Jack Wolf Knives, everyday carry fixed blade knife. And then on the side over here, you got, is that upside down? Yep, upside down. Jack Wolf Knives, there you go. And on this side, which I think is pretty neat, is he had thought about putting a volume 1 on here. That way, if you want to collect these and they have more on down the line, post it up on your shelf and put them in order. Bam, collectible right there, right? I love the way Jack Wolf does his stuff. There's the back of it. You can pause that and read it if you want to. Pretty cool. Let's look at the inside of the box. I've already used this. The knife ain't even in the box. I just want to show you what comes with it. Very nice box. Check out that logo. It's one of the best looking logos, I think, in knives. Let's open it up. How do you do? Oh yeah, it's magnetized. Whoop. Watch. Pretty cool. Anyways, here's what's in here. You get 2 stickers. Here's your stickers. Hold on. See if we can do that. Wicked sharp. I love these stickers, and I love that he gives you 2 of them. That way you can stick one up here, and then you ain't got to stress about not having another one, right? It all comes in there. Very nice, velvety looking stuff. I'm not going to keep it in the box. I will keep the box, but I'm not going to keep it in the box. Just one thing, when you do unbox this, if you buy one, there's tape right here. See that shiny stuff? There's tape holding this. Don't cut that tape or you'll cut this whole cover off. Just push it on through like that. Okay? I almost did it. Caught myself. Caught it. Here we go. Knife. Check it out. So, very first thing you see, me anyway, and I told Ben this whenever he sent me pictures of this. He's like, hey man, you want to see pictures? I said, yes, dude. I really want to see pictures. When they first came out, you know, I guess he first got them. He sent me pictures, and there's a couple different variants. And I told him, man, I think the first thing I said is that micarta is jumping out to me. They stopped making micarta, and this is the return of the micarta. This is a black linen micarta, and I wish this light would show it off. It's not going to because I got the front facing camera. But I told him this was screaming at me, and I love, this is the one that he sent me. So very cool. I'm a micarta freak. And they've got micarta. They've also got a titanium starburst. They've got a fat carbon purple haze. They've got an ultim, which I think is pretty cool too. You can actually see the skeletal structure of the behind the scales or covers, scales, handle, something. And they've also got a abalone, which you got to see. It's ridiculous. It's not going to be on the normal drop. It's only going to be exclusive to, I believe it's Risner Cutlery at traditionalpocketknives.com. So check that one out. I don't think there's going to be many of those. You might want to snag that one. But me, personally, this one was speaking to me. Micarta is my jam. Especially if there's no patina on the blade. I love patina on the micarta. It gives me a little bit of patina. You know what I mean? You know me and my teners. So, love the coffin shape handle. Let's talk about the handle for a second. Coffin shape handle. Very nice. And it's got a lanyard post. I was thinking when I first seen it, oh, it needs a lanyard hole. Because this one being really small, you're gonna get, I can get almost 4 fingers, but that pinky, well, the pinky just barely touches. If you had a lanyard here, you can just grab hold of that lanyard. Kind of extends that handle, gives you a little bit more to purchase. Also helps you pull it out of the sheath. But they've got not a lanyard hole, but a lanyard post. So you can actually take this cover off right here, just unscrew those, and put you a lanyard in there. It's going to be kind of hard if you don't take it off because, well, it's hard to feed it through. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So I think that would aid you in trying to put a lanyard in there. And I think a lanyard would be cool on this. I'm just lazy and hadn't done it yet. Probably will. But this is a great handle, man. I love this. I love the size of it. If you're going to do a EDC knife, it's all the rage right now, these EDC fixed blades, pocket fixed blades, whatever. It's got the lanyard post, like I said. And I was thinking Jack Wolf bead would be sweet. You can get a lanyard with a Jack Wolf bead. Ben, heads up. You need a bead, brother. And then it has the bronze anodized titanium Torx hardware, which I think is good looking. That just sets it off right there. It also, the blade has that stone wash finish. It's a hollow grind S90V and a 2.5 inch cutting edge. Ooh, baby. And it's about what does it say? I wrote it down. 5.87 inches overall. Like I said, stonewash blade. I love that about it. Almost kind of gives it that patina look right off the bat. Kind of helps with scratches and whatnot too. Not afraid to cut nothing with it. Scar it all up, whatever. It kind of looks like it belongs that way. And then it's got that S90V is, the HRC is 60 to 61. So that's really good. This thing came sticky sharp right out of the box. I love that big sharpening tool on it. Gives you a lot of life on that blade, sharpening it. And it's pretty tall too. So comparison, let's compare it to something. Let's see. That's what I'm carrying today. I've got my GEC TC Barlow 15. If any of y'all have seen a 15, there's the comparison. Sorry y'all, this is a terrible front facing. So the 15's actually, we put it butt to butt. It's a little longer. But this blade right here, the sheep's foot blade with the swedge, fires me up. It's a little taller. Hollow grind, like I said. Let's look at something else. I got another 15 here. This has a sheep's foot. Kind of a better comparison. So if you can tote one of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Easily tote one of these dudes. Sorry, get to talking, I get parched. So I love the tall blade, thin hollow grind. And I'm not kidding when I say this thing was sharp right out of the box. Sharpest Jack Wolf knife I've seen come out of the box. Not saying that they're not sharp. I had one that was not very sharp at all, the Pioneer Jack, but it's way thicker behind the edge. This one was really, really slicey, really sharp. I've been using it. You honestly, you can't really tell by looking at the blade that I've used it much because of that stone wash. Very fine tip, very good looking tip. Pointy, just ridiculous utility cutter, ridiculous. So you've seen that 15 is not a very big knife. That GC, the TC Barlow, not a very big knife. This isn't either. And this wasn't made for, and when I first seen it, I didn't realize how small it was. But after using it, this is just about the perfect EDC size. You can put it in your pocket, you can put it on your belt, whatever. And you can actually use this every day. It's not big and cumbersome. I honestly think that you're not going to scare too many people with this if you pull it out. If you're at work and you got a bunch of sheeple there and they're scared of knives, you pull it out and cut something with it, I don't think they're going to freak out like you're going to, you know what I'm saying? Very tasteful, clean look. See, here's the back spring, and it's got the same angles and everything that you'd expect from a Jack Wolf knife. Matter of fact, I told Ben this, that if you look at this knife right off the bat, if it didn't say Jack Wolf on it, I would know it was a Jack Wolf. I love that about it. You know, it's just brand identity. It looks really good. Very good. Ben's got a good eye for design. I'm telling you. A lot of the slip joints that he makes are patterns that are already done, but he can rethink them and things like that and just make something just ridiculous out of something that already exists. I don't think a sheep's foot fixed blade is anything unworldly, something we never seen before, but you don't see a lot of this. But you could tell it's a Jack Wolf knife. Very nice, very nice. Let's talk about the sheath. I got a lot to tell you about the sheath. Being a leather worker myself, see all the stuff, do it. Here it is. I like this sheath. It's very noticeable. Right when I seen the first picture of it, I was highly impressed. The leather on this is super quality leather, veg tan, dyed black. I love the black on this. Usually they've got a brown pocket slip. This one has a clip on it. And it's not just a normal everyday bendy piece of junk gas station clip. This thing is tough. He sourced these and he done a great job. And look at the stitching on that. Looks really flipping nice. The leather on this one actually smells like leather. It don't smell chemically like the slips. It's got a little bit of wear on it. You can see where I've had it in my pocket and stuff. Love the Jack Wolf Knives logo on there. It takes a second to break in. It comes really tight right there. And watching Ben's video that he sent to us, you just squeeze it and put it in. So there's a certain way to put this in though. You can't just whoop, shove it in there. The angle of the blade, you kind of want to do this, right? So it needs to kind of do that. Not straight in, but kind of at an angle to where this is not poking through. If you put it in straight, it's going to poke through here. But once you learn it, no big deal. It just pops right in there, just like this. And that's how it looks in the sheath. You got enough handle here to pull it out. And if you wanted the lanyard, like I said, you can do the lanyard. That looks really good. Very good size. Here's the 15 TC Barlow coffin slip that I got from Epoch. Pretty sweet with the cowboy on it, but kind of a comparison in size. This is not huge, okay? And I like that about this. I don't like those huge machete looking bushcraft sheaths on my side. Also, there's a lot of ways to carry this. You can carry this on your belt, obviously. I'm not carrying it on my belt because I actually have a gun belt, and it's thick. I'm talking about, it's about that thick of a gun belt. It's super thick. This won't fit on it. You see how thin that is? I wish I could show you my belt. I can't. But this actually won't fit on my belt. I have other belts, but I love my gun belt, and you know I like to carry other things on it. So I didn't do that. I actually carried this in my pocket, and instead of just dropping it in the pocket, which you could do that as well, this isn't very thick, right? What I did is, instead of putting it on my pocket and just clipping it to my pocket like that, I turned it around to where the clip is on the outside of my pocket, and this much shows out of my pants, out of my pocket. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And it was working great. I did, however, have a problem, though. I want to kind of tell you this before you do the same thing I did. If you drive a Camaro, pay attention. Because they're low to the ground, son. And what I did is I had this thing in my pocket, and whenever I go to get in my car, I almost have to bend down and fall in, right? Because the seat's so low. I almost have to fall in and hang on to the wheel. And when I did, my right leg was up, and when I did it like this, my leg hit this and pushed it, and it went through the sheath. Actually, you can tell right there where the stitches are gone. It went right through there, just barely. It actually touched my leg, but it didn't. I wasn't bleeding or nothing. I was like, oh, that was close, and the blade was sticking out a little bit. But as long as you're careful when you have it in your pocket, and don't bend your leg and just drop into your car like an idiot like I did. I kind of ruined this. I hate that because I really like the sheath. But if you're carrying that on your belt, you're not going to have that problem because you're not going to hit anything when you sit down. But very nice. Love the sheath. It's ambidextrous. So like I said, it doesn't go straight up and down. So you can put it on your side. If you're left-handed, you can turn it around this way. Right? Put it in there. Kind of put it at an angle. There you go. Or you're right-handed, turn it around, put it in there, good to go. And that, like I said, that clip is heavy duty. And it's got this little post in it. You see it right there? That kind of holds it onto your belt. Really nice. It doesn't come off unless you bend it to bring it off. That's really good. And then I think the overall look is just awesome. I love the black and the white stitching contrast. The welt in it looks really good. The edges look really good. I don't know who made this, but it's a really good sheath. Ben mentioned having some pocket slips for it that don't have the clip on it, so you could just drop it in your pocket on the website. I don't know if he's gonna do that. He did kind of mention it. We'll see what he comes up with, but they've always got custom leather for this stuff. This one right here, this is good enough for me. I really like it. I just need to pay attention when I sit down in my car. Very nice. Love this thing, super slicey. I was gonna do a cut test with it, a cut video, but I'm gonna be real with you. This thing is highly capable, highly. It does everything I've asked it to do. Everything that I would do with my normal everyday pocket knife, I've done with this. And that's really what it's meant for. Overall thoughts, great EDC size. Super thin, slicey. It's a cutter, man. It will, it's like a laser beam, bro. And then you can tell, how much thought was put into this. Every little detail. And Ben is looking at these, and I'm telling you, he's not missing nothing. The swedge on that blade, very nice. How it comes down to a super thin tip. Even oh man, the fitting on this, and y'all know Jack Wolf's fitting, and they're it's just, you can't feel that. There's no, the transitions are just like, if you were blind, you wouldn't even know that that was 3 pieces sitting there. And you know, the quality of it is just ridiculous. I love the 80s theme. Look at that. And I love how you get the whole package. It's not just, you know, a fixed blade in a box. And I can guarantee you it'd be a little bit cheaper if he didn't do those things. But I love his vision that he has for these knives. And not just to have a everyday knife that everybody can go to the shelf and snag, and it's just boring. These things, when you get them, it's an experience. Opening the box, getting the stickers, the pins, everything comes with them. This one doesn't come with a pin or a pog. It does come with the stickers, like I said. Nice packaging. The artwork from Sean Tiffany, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I love the thought that was put into all these details. The micarta, bringing back the micarta. Thank you, Ben, for listening to everybody. He's probably getting 1,000,000.7298 messages a day about micarta. Love the micarta. I'm a micarta freak. I hope to see more micarta in the future. And like I said, you can tell this is a Jack Wolf knife, first glance. And it's not a bushcraft knife. It's an EDC. You're not going to go out and baton with this thing. You're not going to take it out in the woods and just start beating on limbs and stuff like that. This will do anything your pocket knife will do, that you carry in your pocket. It can replace your pocket knife. I'm a pocket knife freak, so I'm not going to let it do that. I'm going to carry 2 knives a day, so I'll carry a slip joint and this. That's just because I'm a knife guy. But if this was your only knife, you're good to stinking go. You're good to go. You know what I'm saying? It's small enough where, you know, you still got enough purchase on it, and it's not freaking people out. It's not dangling off your belt like a machete. You know, it's an EDC knife, and that's what it was meant to be. You know, it's called the fixed EDC for a reason. Now, he may make a big one in the future. I don't know what he's going to do, but leads me to believe when he put that number 1 on this right here for volume 1, if we start buying these and he likes them, I guarantee there'll be more versions. And just, you know, the price honestly doesn't hurt my feelings as well. This one's one of the cheaper ones that he's come out with. This one's going to be $234.99. So it's not that full $300 or $350 like the Gunslinger Jack. This one you could get into. This is, to me, this is a custom, if you ask me. S90V, you're getting good material. You're getting perfect execution. There's not a flaw on this knife anywhere. $234 doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And then just a couple of things that I'd add in here. Just my personal preference. I'd love to see like a K390, a Maximate, something that will patina. I know that's kind of a niche thing, but that's just me. That's just a personal preference too. I don't have anything against S90V or the clean look. I do love the stonewash on it. And a logo on the blade would be cool. Maybe that Jack Wolf logo. It's a beautiful, cool looking freaking logo. I think it would look nice on the blade, real small. Just kind of, ooh, that's sharp. Right there, or on this side, on the show side. That'll look really good. But I still like the clean look too. He's got the Jack Wolf on the tang. S90V. That's it. So these go on sale 6/14/2024, 2 p.m. Eastern time. You can also find the abalone at Risner Cutlery, which is traditionalpocketknives.com. But yeah, I really do like this. I really do. If you want a fixed EDC blade and you've been thinking about doing a fixed blade for an EDC. This is it. This is it. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with this. Love it. Anyways, if you like this video, hit that like button. Boom. Also, subscribe. It's that little red button right down there. Hit the notification bell. Don't forget to tell your friends, your family, your mom and them, your baby mama, and your barber about Richter Knives. It's Richter out.